the beginning would have been in the back country of North Carolina, what we often today call the Piedmont. At the beginning of the 19th century, that was an area with a large Quaker population. By 1800, those Quakers found themselves with a sense of growing unease about their place in Southern society. It was partly practical. They were farmers, they were living on land that had been worked for 50 years. By the standard of that time, that was old farmland. There was also a moral consideration, and that was the institution of slavery. Quakers had decided that slavery was an evil, a sinful institution. And it was that combination that made a lot of Friends look westward over the mountains toward new lands.
Using an in-house recording studio, Da Capo produces hold messages and more for clients from Maine to Washington. It's a thriving business. Yet Rod still finds time to attend grad school full-time. After working 8 hours at Da Capo, he drives the 25 miles to Muncie for class. He is in the digital storytelling program at Ball State University. He is in his second semester now, and he says it's been surprisingly easy to manage this workload.
Being in the master's program, I think the biggest thing is that it has energized me. I'm surprised. I thought that it would drain me.
World of Warcraft is probably the most populated virtual environment there is, but there's levels, and there's tasks and quests and things that you have to go on to progress in the game. In Second Life, there is no progression. Once you get in and use Second Life, you realize how immersive it is. Your avatar can have any of a number of looks. You move around, you can walk. So there's a physicality to it, as well as it being immersive is that there are so many other people there now.
Basically, when you're driving I-70, you're bypassing a lot of the services and culture that have served travelers for centuries.
Today, the National Road is a reminder of a very important chapter in our past. Those buildings that were built at the time of the National Road, they maintain their character of the 1830s and 40s, reminding us that this was an extremely important part of our past, of opening up the West, of bringing the East Coast and the hinterlands together, both with people and with commerce. But the highway itself, it has to keep up with the present, it has to keep going into the future, because as automobiles change, as commerce changes, that highway has to keep abreast of those changes. So the present and the future are much more important to the highway, but those pieces of the past, like the Huddleston House, the Vinton House, the Mansion House, they can stay in the past. That really is their future, is keeping their past alive.